Hey guys, it's Brick Thunder, and today we're going to be doing my full 12-foot plus animatronic collection. Alright, so all the props here are 12 feet or above. So I'm going to be doing some individual demos of each one, and then we'll show them all on at night, which I'm excited for because in the thumbnail you guys can see how cool that will look. We'll see them all on and lit up. So that will be really cool to see. Starting with the two 12-foot skeletons. This was my first ever 12-foot prop. He doesn't move, but he has the digital eyes, and I do have two of them now. I got one at a sale, and I'll be using them to make a archway. So they're a pretty generic skeleton look, but I do like the detail they put on them. They do look old, which is good. They did a nice rub out on most of the body, and the head looks pretty cool too. I know I've seen a lot of people do some more detailing to the teeth. That is the one section that's not too detailed, but other than that, I do like his detail. He is a skeleton, so there's not too much you can do with those, but I do like that because you can custom them in any way you really want. The digital eyes are great. I actually have two different models. This one over here is the older model, and then this one is the newer model. So one of them takes a plug, the other one takes batteries. That's the only big difference. Most of it is the same other than that, but a really, really cool prop. Alright, so the second one I ever got was the Inferno Pumpkin. Here he is. I love this thing. I didn't like it too much at first, but when I put it outside, I noticed how awesome he looks. He really looks like he's growing out of the ground with those root feet, and then he has a great detailed sculpt. It looks really realistic to be vines or a tree, and outside that effect really comes to life. The lights on this thing are great as well, especially in person. This really looks like flames. It's got them in the mouth and the chest, and then it also has the digital eyes up there. I do like that they do a color switch between the skellies and the Inferno. The skeletons have blue eyes, and the Inferno has orangish red eyes to fit the rest of the theming. I think that's really cool. But yeah, there he is. Great detail on this thing. Definitely some better detail and lighting than the 12-foot skeletons, and at night, this thing looks awesome. Next one I got here is the 12-foot witch.
How am I flying, you wonder? It's simple, really. By the powers given to me from dark magic. Would you like to do the same? All you need to do is trade me your soul.
Alright, so there she was. This is the most animated out of all of the 12-footers, and this thing is really impressive. I love the scale. It is a larger witch than just a normal sized witch. Although it is the shortest of the bunch, it is still huge, still taller than almost all of my animatronics, and it is really impressive. That amount of movement is not something any of us really expected. Mouth movement's awesome, and the head turn as well, and then the digital eyes definitely completes it. But really cool look. Love the floating effect. It really works. Looks great. And it seems to be a pretty sturdy 12-foot as well. She doesn't include tethers, although you could easily add them. It doesn't seem to really need them. I think I haven't seen many break at all. She seems to be built very, very well. So pretty happy with her. That is one of my favorites out of all of these. Alright, so the next one I got here is the 12-foot mummy from Lowe's. This thing is awesome. Very, very detailed prop. That is one of the main reasons I wanted this guy. He's also one of the taller of the series. He's taller than the skeletons and about the same height as Inferno Pumpkin. And his features are huge as well. His head is giant, so are the hands. But again, this is a very, very detailed prop, and I love that. They put some great work into this one. And the movement's cool as well. This is the largest range of movement out of any of the 12-footers, and his lights are great too. He is one of the only ones without digital eyes, but his movement and lights totally make up for that, and I think he actually looks better without them. The lighting is great, especially at night, but we will show it now, and then yeah, later in the video we'll show it again in the dark. Alright, so next here is the 15-foot Phantom. This is the tallest by far out of any of these. As you can see, he is huge. Also the widest and overall largest. He's 7 feet wide, I believe, and about 6 feet deep. So, and the height, 15 feet. That makes him easily the biggest, which is incredible. In person, this thing is insane. I cannot believe that this is a retail prop, by far the largest out of all companies. The lighting is amazing at night. I will be showing that again. This is easily the best lit up prop. All of him glows. The body has lights. The arms have lights, the hands have lights, and the face has lights. The face actually you can't really tell on camera, but has the Inferno type effect where it kind of looks like it's flaming a bit or just fading out and in, which looks really cool in person. On camera you can't tell as much. Maybe at night it might be a bit better, but overall this one is probably my second favorite to Cackles. It's very close between these two, but he is a very, very cool piece. And especially at night, he looks awesome. Alright, so here's the most recent and my favorite out of all of these guys, Cackles the Clown. This thing is insane. This is also, in my opinion, the scariest out of all of them. His face is crazy detailed and very scary. I love that they gave him LED eyes instead of the LCD screens. I think that really makes him look very creepy. The proportions of this thing are larger than any of them, even the 15-foot. This thing's head is much bigger than even him. The hands as well are the largest out of any retail prop. And it is a very, very big clown. The tallest and largest clown out of any company. So really impressed with this guy's size. The lighting and animation is great as well. This is an animated one. And that's what he does right there. Really cool. The head turning is a nice large motion, especially with how big that head is. And all of this glows too. The eyes, the nose, and around the mouth and around those makeup sections, that all glows. At nighttime, you guys will see that in a sec a lot better. But his glowing is incredible. Looks great for a clown, especially at this scale. And then the movement is awesome as well. The costume is great. It's all waterproof clothing, which I love. That's the same for the Witch, Phantom, and the Mummy too, I believe. The Witch and Phantom have the same exact as Cackles though. But overall, this guy is my favorite just for that scale and scariness. He is amazing. Okay, so now it is time to see all these on at night. Alright, so there it was, the full 12-foot plus animatronic collection. I love these guys. These are easily some of my favorites out of all of the props and animatronics I own. The crazy scale of these is insane for retail, and it definitely makes them memorable in a haunt. And the prices for these are a lot cheaper than pro stuff, but getting to be about the scale of some of the larger pro items. So that is really, really cool to see. The quality of these as well are usually way better than a normal standard life-size animatronic, so happy about that because that does make sense. You want these to be great quality if they are this big and heavy and meant for being outdoors for a while. But overall, super happy with everything in this room. These are all, like I said, some of my favorites. But yeah, there it was, 12-foot plus collection. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.